Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy Flower here on YouTube. I am building a student apartment lot in the university world. I love the university world. I love the pack. I love putting my Sims through college, but I hate the dorms and I hate the, university housing that they offer. I just hate the roommates. They are stinky and messy and they touch my things and they're always in my way and they're always trying to talk to me when I'm doing work, and it's just not a good thing for my Sims. So I decided to build student apartments in the world. Right in the center of everything. You're not going to miss anything living here, and it's 3 separate apartments. So if you lock your door, your roommates aren't going to come over and make your house stinky, messy, and dirty. They can have their apartments stinky if they want to, but it's not coming to my house, okay? So each apartment is set for 2 Sims. I have double beds in each apartment, which both sides function, so this is good for maybe if you have couples that go to school or whatever. You can always change out the double beds for single beds as well, but like I said, I wanted to keep my roommates on the other sides of the walls, so I aimed it for 1 or 2 Sims living in each place. They are pretty small, but they have a lot of good stuff in them. I made them all for different kinds of Sims as well. So there's like a sporty, science, there's music, there's art stuff, there's photography stuff, athletic things. So, this lot is packed with everything you kind of need for your Sims. Going through the floor plan here, originally I was going to make them all exactly the same, but then I thought that was boring, and the way that the layout is on this place, they couldn't really be the same because all the layouts were kind of different, so I decided to do different styles in each one. I'm just putting like placeholder wallpaper and flooring right now, so I know where I want everything to be, but I do end up changing it up a little bit. I end up adding a lot more color to this place. The apartment in the middle is slightly bigger than the rest of them, so they get a bathtub. So if you're feeling special, you want your Sims to have a bathtub, definitely go for the middle one. But everything else, like I said, is functionable, and it has everything you need in each apartment. And let's say if you're moving here with your Sims and they're best friends, I'm sure they can come over to each other's house. Makes it a lot easier if you make your own roommates that are your Sims friends and have them live here, and then you can interact with them instead of the dirty, stinky roommates, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going through it now with all of the wallpaper and stuff. After this, I don't think I change it anymore. I think this is what I keep it as after I do all this. But I believe I start working, I'm working on the first apartment now, which there is a little laundry room off the back of the kitchen. And then the kitchen itself, which is pretty big for this house. There's a lot of counter space. The fridge is hidden in between. I love the Parenthood counters. And I end up making a little archway, so it's still kind of open but a little more closed off, so you can differentiate the living space from the kitchen, especially because these places are a little bit tinier. I really liked the blue wallpaper that I put in this one. I don't know why, it just reminds me of school picture day when you were in elementary school and you had like 5 choices of the color background, and this blue was one of them for whatever reason. That's just what it reminds me of. So that this one has the smallest laundry room, but it also has the biggest kitchen, so give or take that a little bit. I'm working on the upstairs now. The 4-tile bathroom wasn't working out for me, so I decided to make it a tile bigger and put the sink by the window, and I ended up putting a curtain in there, so it's can't really see in from the outside too much. And I originally was going to do like a bookshelf desk here, but I thought it was stupid to cover the windows, so I changed that real quick. And this double bed is placed against the half wall like this, but it is functionable from both sides, which is great. And then I well, I tried to keep these places pretty gender neutral. Um, so any types of Sims could live here without having to change too much of it, but of course if you download this, you're always welcome to change whatever you want. I didn't really have any particular Sims in mind when I was building this. I just wanted to make it a little bit different across each one. That way, again, no matter what kind of Sim you have that's going to school, you know, you have everything you need pretty much here to do. The only thing I didn't do was put a logic table, which I meant to put on one of the balconies, and I totally forgot. So, if you download this, I would recommend putting one of those outside. Then I am working on the second apartment now. I did like a built-in little TV stand in that little nook there. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I start working on the kitchen, which this is my favorite swatch of the Parenthood counters. I love this green color. And then I did a smaller archway because I put the table in the kitchen, just a little two-seater. And then the laundry room's off the back of the kitchen. But with this one, the stairs are coming up through the living room, which I thought was pretty cool. And then this one was more like the artsy build that I did, so I end up adding an easel, I add photography stuff, the digipad and things like that, and this one I definitely made a lot more colorful than the previous one. And I'm sorry if you can hear any trucks outside. My landlords are here widening my driveway today, which I didn't know. I was recording this voiceover previously and they came knocking on the door and scared me. So I ended up re-recording this because it caught me off guard. So at least I'm getting a bigger driveway though, you know? Can't complain about that. So this is the bigger bathroom I was talking about. So this one has a bathtub in it. They all have hampers, obviously, because I put laundry. I wasn't going to leave you high and dry. And I was trying to put the More Views video station up in this room, you know, to make YouTube videos, but just wasn't working with the space that we had, so I made more of like a fashion kind of nook. I end up putting a tripod and a camera there, you know, your Sims could take selfies in the mirror or something like that. And in the second apartment, I didn't put a car in the lot. I just used that space for more outdoors things, so you can grill, you can hang out. There's some garden and stuff there too. Every apartment, I should say, has a bike as well for your Sims to go to school, because you are right on campus, really. So, but this space a little bit, I was trying to find curtains that would work. I ended up only putting one on the side, because they were all clipping through the paintings, and I figured they covered the window enough anyway. And on the balcony of that place, I put a yoga mat and a treadmill, so your Sims have all that as well. And mailboxes for each place. The third apartment, I was trying to make like a rounded counter, and I was gonna have like an island there for them to sit instead of a table, which I thought would be cool, but it just wasn't working out with the floor plan I had. So I ended up making kind of like a one-wall kitchen, and then the stove and the fridge are off to the side, and behind that's the laundry room. I know it's kind of like a weird shape. I end up putting the archway in here as well, but I thought it was really cool. I liked the sink area, how there's just like so much counter space with the window there. I like, this would be in my dream house, this much counter space near my sink for whatever reason. So the table's got its own like little nook here, fits 2 Sims, both seats work. And then this apartment, I just tried to keep more like minimal, I guess. It wasn't as colorful as the last one, but the green and orange brown color scheme is like my favorite kind of thing. I really like the colors and how it turned out for some reason. I think this was my favorite one that I built. And then upstairs I have all the music stuff for this Sim, so that's pretty cool. And I love this accent wall in this place as well. It's just more my style, I guess. If I had to pick a place, this is definitely it. I tried to put the DJ station up there, but it wasn't working, so I ended up doing the little mix station outside, and it has a balcony, so everything's going to be fine in the weather. And then in the actual room, there's piano, there's the guitar, the violin, the microphone, everything you need. right in front of the mirror too, so your Sims can watch themselves jam out or whatever. I know that's what I would do. And then I'm just cluttering up this space. I like the lights and the pictures in this one. Uh, Say, you know, they're a rock star. They take pictures with their fans or their friends, whatever. It's just a lot of random doodads in this place, which, again, I just thought was cool. And then they'll have a desk, and then there's CDs and a speaker in this one, a little debug fan, more CDs on the desk, and I think I end up adding headphones, so yeah, I do. And then the same bathroom as kind of the first one layout wise. I changed the colors up a little bit, but we didn't have too much space to work with, so I used the tiny living stuff, which is one of my favorite styles. And then here I'm just finishing up the outside, adding a little bit more seating, a few more clutter items around, and getting into screenshots now. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.